reality is, the more risk you take, the luckier you get. So people need to learn to take one big risk a day. Every day take a risk and build up that risk muscle, because risk is where success comes.
Risk must be taken for the greatest. Hazard in life is to risk nothing.
Take the biggest fucking risks of your entire life right now. Remember, you have time.
I think that most people, the reason that they lack success in their life is that they lack the courage to make the decisions that need to be made to put them in the position that they want to be in.
You can get so scared, and you can be so easily lulled into the idea that good is good enough, that feeling safe and comfortable is what you should always be looking for. That way of thinking in your 20s in particular, dead fucking wrong. I want you to start to create this mindset of taking risks and going big.
Take that risk. Go big. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Happy Thirsty Thursday. Happy Friday Eve. Everybody out there on PulseChain, everybody out there in the crypto space. Don't forget, if you haven't followed me on Kick, links in the description of YouTube. Follow me on Kick. Pound the like button over on YouTube. Subscribe, post notifications, and links to Twitter as well. You guys got to repost the live, pound the like button over there on X, do all those good things. All right. Always remember, guys, not a financial advisor. For damn sure not a professional. This is cryptocurrency. Don't ever allow an influencer on any social media platform out there to influence you when it comes to cryptocurrency, because you could lose it all. You could lose it all. By gosh. Who do we got here? Looking like Ice Cube in the thumbnail. Okay, I'll buy whatever you want. Don't hurt me. Hey, gangster rap, baby, do it. Right? Buy that PDAI. Buying that PDAI. Gangster rap made me do it. And guys, really quick, before we move forward, don't forget the official sponsor of the Wreck to Riches live stream channel, DexFi. Link is right below. Links in the description of the video. Go to dexfi.com/bonds. Follow the money, man. This platform is over on PulseChain, right? Right now, paying 103.17% APR in USDC stable token. It's already paid out $35,383 of passive income to users. So you go over on Base, you grab your Ethereum, you mint you a NFT, which is an NFT bond, right? So you mint the bonds, and you get passive exposure to their strategies that they're using. And there's an interview I did with the one of the team members, AJ. So if you want more information on that, go watch that stream. I think it went live like a few weeks back, something like that. We're going to be talking. I think we're going to be doing another interview with him. Now that we're over the 1 million, we're going to 1.1 million, guys. Okay. This platform, when we first were talking about it a few weeks back, right? Official sponsored, there were $135,000 in current funds spent to mint these bonds, right? But people are realizing the volatility of the market, and I'm hearing nothing but great feedback. And people are like, dude, I'm minting more. I love the passive income. Like, thank you. I needed something like this, because it's tough times, man. And it's slim pickings too. So they already had $1,999,761 in Ethereum spent to mint these bonds. Again, APR 103.17%. USDC distributed already is $35,383, and that grows every day. So go check them out. Everyone seems to be really happy with it. Now, if we go to traditional markets before we get into, the market's shaking up, PulseChain's tanking, PDAI's taking off. What the hell's going on? I'm looking at the stock market, S&P 500, points away from an all-time high, 6,141 points, guys. What in the world? We're going to go to yahoo.com really quick. Why don't you see the price of Bitcoin? I haven't even looked today until, wait for it. Now, $107,849. But ain't that far away from all-time highs. What's ETH doing? Come on, ETH. Show me something. $2,450. I wouldn't write a letter home about that right now, right? definitely. S&P 500, NASDAQ ends within inches of records. So all-time high, man, nearing record highs in the dramatic turnaround from the tariff-fueled turmoil. Every day it's something, man. Every day it's something. You know, we're bombing these people. We obliterated it. That it didn't happen. Like the news and Donald Trump are not on the same page. Some media outlets are reporting differently. Every day we got something on the table that's going to shake up the market. We've been talking about this. We talk about this all the time. And right now we're like, there's a lot of uncertainty, like what's really going on. You know, are we in a war? Are these peace deals going through? Or more people going to die and things have to continue to go on with escalations? And I don't know what's going on. I believe there's a lot of false narratives. I can't stand CNN. So I'm never going to believe anything CNN says. I can't stand them. Jerry Perry, 14, what's good? Yeah, dog. PTGC Maxi, what's up? PDAI and WGPP strong. And OG Maria cooking while times are tough, right? And welcome. Thank you for being a member, by the way. For the price of a Cambodian coffee, $2.99 a month, you get some extra content on a weekly basis, whether it's in the form of a pre-recorded video or a live stream. Remember, guys, probably like button, because I didn't stream yesterday. I'm like, I was trying to stream every day, but I'm like, I'll start just recording more videos. I'm not getting the likes. I'm not getting enough likes. How many people do we got here? We got 16 people on X, 11 people on YouTube. We'll probably have more as time goes on, but you got to pound those like buttons to show support. I'm looking at those numbers like, hey, Brian, I feel like live streaming today, right? Why do I gotta go out there and show your bags for? And I don't want to say for free, but all I ask is pound the like button. Show some love. Let's see, what is the bullish news everybody been talking about with Richard Hart? Apparently, he's throwing hints out there about PDAI. You know, his workout routine. All the numbers he's putting together has to do with something when it comes to PDAI and CDAI. There's a lot of speculation for me to throw out there when it comes to that. Let's go take a look at the price of PulseChain right now. 4 zeros and 2 2.9s. What happened? You've probably seen it all over Twitter. Some big wallets. They got a whole lot of Pulse and PulseX have been dumping, selling. They got billions, like millions of dollars worth of Pulse. And they're selling. They're dumping. You can follow it on chain. You can see it all happening. You know, what are you going to do? What are you going to sit back and watch? It's boring, right? Because collectively, there's a lot of people selling. When we already knew that prices were going to be like this, right? And let me get my green crystal ball here. Let me get it on the camera. The green crystal ball. All right, let me rub it and see. We already predicted the bottoms would be here towards the end of June, heading into July. Speak to me. Where are we heading now? Oh, massive capitulation. Massive sell-offs. Fear, uncertainty, doubt. Global markets dumping. Countries going to war. A whole lot of things go on, man. It's just part of the entire narrative from the traditional markets, global markets, worldwide events that are just leading to this time. All right, there's going to be tough times. And I don't know how fast we're going to get out of this, because I have all these time frames. We've been pretty spot on, but I'm starting to feel like there could be an extension to my time period as far as when we get out of this ruts that we're in right now. And this cycle's different. You got to adapt. So, of course, my thought process will adapt. My predictions will adapt. And right now, it ain't looking or feeling good in overall markets when it comes to crypto. Even the stock market. Stock market's scaring me more than anything right now. Why? Bubble mania, bro. Like, bubble butt. The market is like tomfoolery. It's as fake as a Brazilian butt job. I mean, that's what's going on, man. You fall a little too hard on the cheeks and then something's going to pop. I don't know. the market is pumping hard, and a whole lot of things are being manipulated. All right, like before the bombs dropped over in Iran, the price was dipping hard. Like people knew that was taking place before we even heard about it on the news. It was taking place. Then someone bought the dip, and then all of a sudden the news is like, stuff just got bombed. Did you know that? Well, no, but somebody else did. We saw the charts. We saw what was going on. It's weird. Let's take a look at the price of PulseX, 4 zeros and a 197. I think we have a ways to go. $1.40 Inc. Hex, 2 zeros and a 484. And I was paying 2 zeros and a 3-ish. 3.35. Maybe a tad bit lower. But as we have like this Red Sea, all right, what I'm about to say is like, okay, I understand can't beat them, join them. You ever heard that saying, can't beat them, join them? I'm sure there's a whole lot of that going on when you take a look on how PDAI continues to outperform PulseChain in the entire time frame since it's been out. Since PulseChain launched 2 years ago, we're going on 13 months. No, hold on, not 13, 25 months old. The chain, right? 2 years and 1 month. And PDAI has outperformed the entire lineup of core tokens. And PulseChain is going down and PDAI is going up. Speculation is very hot right now. People are talking about PDAI again. People are excited about it. When it was at its worst, like max fear, okay, it wasn't the community, the normal community going at each other and like who's right and who's wrong and the speculation and like, hey, never gonna peg and all that. Like, I never got caught up on, hey, it's certainly gonna hit $1 versus it's never gonna hit $1. I've always been in the middle, right? But Max FUD was created because of Richard Hart, because of things he was saying. And then we had the extractor, the famous extractor. I find it interesting now that people are piecing together hidden clues and some of the messages he's pointing out there. Like he said he made DAI popular, and then he talked about, you got it over here on Paul. He's now creating an entirely flipped script of what he did a few months back, where everyone's like capitulating, selling, and it basically took him selling from the OA addresses and big wallets linked to him to create that. You know, even Tiago, Firewhale, started selling. Stupid PDAI, right? But the stupid PDAI keeps outperforming everything else. We're talking Hex, eHex, PulseX. Look, you can't get rid of it. It's like Rocky Balboa, right? We just went through like this entire phase of like dump city, right? Max fear, and the community just licked their wounds, got back in there like Rocky, you know, called the timeout. Well, not so much as a timeout, but went back to the corner, regrouped, and came back for some more. And now it keeps going up. Now there's a lot of hype, and all while PulseChain's going down. Puts you in a weird mindset. Like you get into like this dilemma, right? Do I just want to hold my Pulse with PulseX and keep going down with it? Or do I actually want to trade off for something that's still a hot commodity after 2 years of dominating the entire chain in performance and still performing at a time like this, where there's uncertainty and doubt beyond our wildest imaginations? There's a lot of community people fighting. You know, still things are surfacing where no one wants to accept that there's an altcoin community, you know, meme coins. They don't want to accept that exists on PulseChain. I understand, whatever. Want to be a maxi on the cores, by all means, do what you got to do. But PDAI keeps on going up. What do you do in that case? Do you just say you can't beat them, join them, right? And it would be the best time, I think, personally, to do that, especially during these dips, right? You get these these gifts, right? These gifted dips have been really, really profitable. And then it goes up and then it just takes off, and nothing else is exciting as far as like that's grabbing the attention of the entire chain. So now you got the PDAI people that are super, super excited, amped up, pumped up. They're going up. They're like, we were right. Speculation's going on across the board, going to $1, whatever it may be. And then you got the core people, like the strong, loyal believers, just kind of just being laughed at as their bags are getting capitulated by whales. And a lot of these whales are selling and buying PDAI. It's a strange world. Like, if you want to know that this was going to play out this way before sacrificing your money, and sacrificing for free speech, would you picture that this would be happening? Or would you even be able to picture this after the fact that Richard Hart came out on Twitter, on X, and basically tanked it, fudded PDAI? Not even he personally could kill it. It's something you got to remember. It happened. It's in the history books. What's up, PDAI? WGPP strong. Oh yeah, that's right. That's OG's token. So like you PDAI people, okay, if you love your PDAI, gonna pay whatever it may be, you gotta understand something that's going on. There is a collaboration going on with Maria, your developer, your beloved Maria, right? With OG Web Chef. Something's brewing up in the background that's going to combine these ecosystems. The printer ecosystem, OG Web Chef, 3D Rect, and then Maria's Liquidity Web, which we know from past information that has been out there publicly that OG Web Chef and Maria were close back in the IRC chat days. And how close they were outside of that and how their relationship has evolved entirely, I don't know. People are just aware that, they communicated and Maria thought, highly of OG. That's why this token exists. World's greatest PDAI printer. $57.94. You print PDAI. So if you like PDAI, you can earn ROI and yield in the form of PDAI. Let's take a look at the ROI right now. 1.85%. 1.85% daily ROI paid in the form of PDAI. These two communities get together. That's a strong suit right there. That's a strong hand. That's a strong pair. Let me pull myself off camera. We'll get this big here. See what's going on in the chat. TG, thumbs up. Waiting on WLFI. Maybe splitting your P is PDAI on Pulse and ETH. The Eros plan on moving ETH ERC20 over to PRC20 works both ways. Now PRC20 going to ERC20 is PDAI on ETH. The pre-sale back in January, it should go through the roof. PDAI might sneak up. U00626 peg. I'm here for the tech. What's good? Smash that like button. Thank you. All right. Dante S reposted this stream. Thank you, brother. No way I would have sacrificed, right? Regardless whether the FUD was orchestrated or not, two important bullish things happened. PDAI, because of it, whales dumped, two liquidity thinned out. Yeah. Ivan on Tech talks about PDAI in stream. Somni influence is strong. Something that Richard talked about, product market fit. PDAI's got product market fit. And world's greatest PDAI printer has product market fit because of that too. So if you like the PDAI, you want to earn yield in it, get your world's greatest PDAI printer. It's got $692,000 in bonded liquidity. It's helping buy PDAI and helping to bring constant volume. So it's a supporting token. It's a supporting asset of what everybody is in love with right now and has been for literally 2 years. One of the highest performing assets that still has a strong narrative that still won't go away, even if the founder told you to sell everything, told you it was stupid. trolled the hell out of people, still going strong. Now that narrative is flipping, that he is hinting at PDAI. How he would do it, how it could be done, I don't know. There's a lot of angles to this, right? But back to what I was talking about when it comes to PDAI and OG Web Chef. I'm very excited to see these two combined forces, right? Because OG Web Chef, I've been talking about this for weeks now. Let's go to the vault. Has this vault here, right? And how it will actually affect PDAI is actually a positive influence for the price, because world's greatest PDAI printer happens to be a part of the printer ecosystem in OG Web Chef's ecosystem. World's greatest PDAI printer has been around for 7 months, about 7.5 months, right? So it has product market fit. There's these vaults here, and a lot of my people in the community are in these vaults, and they're waiting for things to transition into where everything is firing on all cylinders, and we start to see these 5 different strategies I've talked about. You can go check out my tutorial videos. I did a video on it the other day. But these strategies are put together via the vault here, right? And let me see if it shows the 5. So you have the slot 1 strategy, slot 2 unleashed, printer yield, fire pressure amplifier, and governance delegator. So how does that affect PDAI, people? Well, this looped system, it's going to affect all the printers, which world's greatest PDAI printer happens to be one of them. High demand because PDAI, product market fit, a lot of hype, a lot of speculation, links up with world's greatest PDAI printer. If you're tuned into the tapped into PDAI and you've heard of it or you haven't, you're probably going to love world's greatest PDAI printer, because you're going to earn PDAI every day and see your wallet grow based off the amount of tokens you have in the world's greatest PDAI printer. But this ecosystem is going to generate yield and loops for the printers, right? And that's going to put buying pressure on world's greatest PDAI printer, which puts buying pressure and volume on actual PDAI. And I've got a weird feeling that this collaboration that they're doing between each other, ultimately, I believe, because Chef has said it himself, that he is still a believer in PDAI, okay? Coming from like a very, up there developer in the space, well-respected, and just like everything else is subject to, the downtrend of Pulse. So everything is down and everything will take a hit, sentiment, activity, new users, all that. But I feel like OG is getting more involved via collaboration with Maria to not only help both ecosystems, right? It's going to ultimately help PDAI and help OG's tokens, but maybe there's something going on where it can help get some tokens, maybe whether it's PDAI or another token that's a part of Maria's ecosystem, and start, burning it, and maybe even burn additional tokens. Because there's a whole lot going on between OG and Maria and these tokens right now. So you got PDAI, which Maria has spent her life's work generating liquidity webs to help support the peg, right? Spent the past couple years creating these webs and sustaining the ecosystem, and then recently had to make some big changes, big impactful sells to actually exit and save the ecosystem during the extractor moment, right? And I think it's just timing right now. It just seems too perfect for these two worlds to collide. The printer world, OG Web Chef, Maria, right? And if they can do something to help get PDAI even a stronger position to, let's say, burn supply, because there's something going on with BFF as well, which is a Maria token. This isn't like the first token with the printer that we've seen in relationship between OG trying to assist Maria with one of her tokens in that liquidity web. So there's strong speculation coming from me and a lot of people that I know that just like it has to be a much bigger picture here. Okay, there's a lot happening in the background that I don't think we have any clue of. I suspect and speculate, right? We talked about Fed token the other day too. Treasury bill was revived and renounced, and there's a lot of things, moving parts that across the board, so many tokens, so many things that it's hard to focus on everything, but you start collecting everything in the ecosystem, every token that's been added. You got the Fed token, the Treasury bill, tokenomics have been changed, renounced. Things are different for Maria and have changed drastically. Things are changing drastically for OG. OG's always been a huge fan, still supports and believes in PDAI. I see a connection here. And I think it's for the greater good to get PDAI to whatever that mission might be, right? Maybe they can get it to $1 with each other's help. Maybe they can get it to 10 cents, peg it to a penny. I don't know. But I know that there is some crazy things happening, and there's a lot of proof on chain that there's a connection, and things are going to soon surface, whether it's speculation, because things have been said, right? Their OG's talked about partnering with other developers, and he started off by saying the Atropa ecosystem, right? But there's going to be things that are much greater than what we know and even could imagine. JM Crypto, I had the exact same feeling with Maria/OG collab. I think when OG showed that crazy volume he did that week on PulseChain, light bulb went off the PulseChain devs. They're going after PDAI feeling. Imagine if you had 52 million. So Remember Token, let me click on it really quick. Remember Token, and listen, you PDAI guys are going to love OG, especially if he can do something for you, because Remember Token had about $52 million in volume in a single day. And that was like the turning point on like, whoa, this guy made $52 million in volume on PulseChain on a single asset. And then if you combine all his other tokens, it was well beyond that. But I'm just saying with one token. So if he's able to generate that type of volume, what could he do if he did that same type of volume with WGPP, which supports volume with PDAI? In some way, somehow, it had not only helped with volume and price appreciation, but maybe they added an additional feature like burning. There's a whole lot of stuff that they can do. Burning PDAI is one thing, but on the level of when you have something that can bring that much volume, I mean, $1 million in one day is crazy on PulseChain. But 52 million in a 24-hour period, that's insane, right? That's insane. Interesting if somehow OG could put volume on PDAI with WGPP. It has like 1 million LP with the Remember V2. Buy Bitcoin, bro. The rest is crap. I bought Bitcoin at $200, but you can buy it for a premium right now at 107,000. So keep buying, and congrats. Hopefully you get it. If you buy Bitcoin now at 200,000, you get a 2x. Hey man, it could happen. And OG has a history of burning the crap out of things. P9 needs burn volume plus WGGP plus the loop. Yeah, I think this is going to be guns blazing soon, right? And that's why, and that links in the description, guys. If you haven't, look at the video from the other night, and then I have a tutorial video, and I've done live streams on how to enter the vault. You can see here I have 12 deposits already, 19.7 million in deposits total. And I get the Unleashed tokens and non-tradable token. Non-tradable, no chart, earns yield, but once this thing kickstarts, it's going to be off and popping. But the relationship between the two right now is crazy. So PDAI's got the narrative. PDAI's got the attention. PDAI's got the gains right now. It's always had the greenery and the scenery for the past 2 years. It's outdone everything. So that little nugget of information I'm throwing out there when it comes to OG Web Chef, some of you PDAI guys need to research, because believe me, when things start to happen, you're going to love them. You're going to love them. Anybody that helps the bottom line effort to get to your goal, whether it's PDAI go up and you make money, 2-3x, or, you hit $1 for whatever reason, then that's going to be amazing for you. Bitcoin's going to 10 million, easy 10x. Okay. Easy 10x. Going to 10 million. Javier Castaneda, $10 million Bitcoin going once, going twice. Hey, how about this? I'll sell you one at $1 million, and then you get your 10x. Sami has more influence over PulseChain than RH. PDAI to $1. Where can I find a contract for the Unleashed token? When you mint it, go to PulseWatch. Okay, let me see if I find it on PulseWatch really quick. Where did I find it again? Yeah, on PulseWatch. Let me see if I can go back and look in the transaction really quick. Because I minted some, I think it was like 2 days ago. I minted, remember, no more than 2 million, no less than 2 million at a time to mint. I'm going to pull up a transaction off camera right now. I mean, I could switch screens, but no reason to show you scrolling through all this madness. Let's see. What is the contract address? Remember, it's non-tradable. Non-refundable, non-tradable. Okay. Let's see. Boom. Oh, I see the address here. It ends in B306. I'm going to grab that for you in just a second. Oh my gosh. Why does my pop-up blocker prevent that? So annoying. Let me pull it up on a different screen real quick. So annoying, bro. Help a fella out. What the hell is going on here? That has to be one of the most annoying things in the world. Why would a pop-up blocker block that? Every time I have to go and take off that restriction. Freaking Pinata Cloud or whatever the heck they call it. I swear to you. Let me give it the exception. Add this as an exception so that you can take a look into the blockchain. All right. Did that real quick. I mean, what in the world? Boom, 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 boom. All right. Now this should work. Pull it up on another browser. Bada bing, bada boom. End time. Yeah, I don't know. It's not bringing it up. Just go to Pulse. Let me give you the link to PulseWatch. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Is Javier our friend in R2R chat? I don't know. In fact, it's going to 45 million, easy 450x, bro. I think you're lowballing it. Probably like $1 billion Bitcoin. So you gotta get it together, bro. $1 billion Bitcoin. Come on, Javi. Wake up, bro. $1 billion Bitcoin. There it is above. There you go. You got the contract address to Unleashed. Boom. Right? There it is. Get them likes going. Like I said, I haven't been inspired to live stream every day anymore. I'm gonna do the members only probably tomorrow on a live stream or a recorded video. But we ain't getting the numbers that are gonna get me on stream. I'm like, man, shoot. I don't even know if it's worth my time. Let's go take a look. What do I got here? On YouTube, 12 likes. We got, yeah, look at that. We got 53 people watching on X. Let me see how many people have liked and retweeted. It's going to be a Insanely low amount. 2 people liked, 1 person retweeted. Limp D gains. That's like PulseChain for you. Hey, that's the sentiment of the chain, though. So I mean, I guess that's about right? Let me take a look over on YouTube. How many viewers have we got on YouTube? 19 with 12 likes, 13 likes. We got the Limp D. Limp D syndrome over here. PulseChain needs a blue pill. You got to go out there, bang your chest, go out there and, show your bags. Let them know we're live. 28 million on PulseChain is an entry. Oh, the Ladybug token. Is it okay to eat tacos on a Thursday? Rebranded Taco Thursday. You know what I say? It's Taco Tuesday for me every day. My wife makes homemade everything, Mexican food, homemade everything, man. You need a tortilla, she'll make it from scratch, right? Yeah, sure lucky to have. I check out, man. Poor thing. I'm like, been so dedicated to this crypto thing, my craft, my channel, my, giving people content, trying to be. What I always wanted was to be able to go on and relate to somebody. And then as I got deeper into DeFi, it felt good to find the DeFi people that were like outside of the ordinary. Right? I got Bitcoin at $200. I bought Ethereum at $7. And then there was a whole nother world where I made more money because everything is leveraged of a leverage. You started off with Bitcoin, you leveraged your Bitcoin by buying ETH. You got into ETH, you started to leverage that ETH, getting into altcoins like meme coins and utility tokens. Then you got all of a sudden these layer 2s and layer 1s. PulseChain's a leverage on Ethereum, right? Let's see, Aaron B. I just like to retweet it on X. Do your bit, folks. I appreciate you. Thank you. And I saw that we had a new member too sign up too. I got an alert on YouTube. So thank you. $2.99 a month. Price of a Cambodian coffee. Weekly extra content, whether it's a live stream. I think this week's we might live stream tomorrow for members only, or just a video, like a car video. We'll see. Tomorrow's Friday, man. You got to enjoy it. So, okay, you guys are picking up. Got everyone waking up. Hey. But yeah, show the support, man, because we want people to see this stream. We want people to get excited about something like PDAI. Listen, man, I don't want to get into those arguments with people like, hey, it's not going to $1. You're an idiot. Like, we're in this to make money, man. We're in this to make money. And if you speculated on PDAI at the very beginning, you made a lot. You speculated in PDAI in the first year, you made a lot. You speculated that it was going to make a comeback after the big fear event recently, at the beginning of this year by Richard Hart himself. You're up a lot. So, I mean, what the hell what else do you want? PulseChain's been going down for the past 2 years. Now you've had the opportunity to make money on PDAI all over again. So if it's not about the money, what's it about? Tell me. Don't worry, I'll wait. PDAI and P-Wrap Bitcoin building momentum. Wreck the riches. Let's go. Let's see. Rode that PDAI pump to 3 cents, 2,000x later. Insane. Take profits responsibly. Yeah. I mean, when the money's on the table, man. Hey, collect it. Or some people like to hold, but I'm talking to myself, not a financial advisor. So anyways, hottest speculation right now on chain. A trope was going, up and about 8 cents, man. You guys had so many opportunities. We go 3 months back during that entire event that, when we saw the most fear we've seen on PulseChain was when Maria was selling out of the ecosystem. But most people were like, highlighted Maria's selling. All right. They never not a lot of them reported the fact that, hey, she came out and said, I'm selling. And the reason why I'm selling is to save the ecosystem because I just found out that PDAI is being minted and extracted. So it gave a reason as to why, okay? Started clipping on a live stream. Could have just did it, never said anything, never said a word, and just simply said, I'll be back, when things clear up and we have an understanding that this can't be minted. And it stopped. And as promised, the ecosystem has been thriving again. Fed tokens out. We see all this opportunity all over again. If you got Fed when it came out, or where we at here, right? You give Maria a shot again, right? Or you find out about this 6 months ago, but it really didn't start doing anything until in the recent months, especially when that event took place. All right, and you bought it, and you're a believer. And the reason why somebody would buy here and hold is because of the amount of gains that Maria has brought in the ecosystem by not only just supporting PDAI, even though she didn't write the contract. It's a P copy of DAI over on Ethereum, but everything that Maria drew up, right, put it on the drawing board as far as liquidity webs, did crazy. If you got in the beginning, a Tropa, right? We have leading indicators and proof in the pudding, all on chain in the history of PulseChain. Teddy Bear, everything has outperformed everything other than what's been inspired from Maria, by Maria, like PTGC. But PTGC really, I guess you could say as a community, they decided to make the big mistake by pulling the LP, which was at the time the smartest thing to do. PTGC rode the coattails of PDAI's success. If it never LP'd to PDAI like it was, it never sees the success that it had. So a lot of people I see out there, and they're influencers that have been in the beginning, be rude. Shout out to him, and I don't have nothing bad to say, but it's a harsh reality that he'll find out later if he's not in tune or aware. I don't know why he doesn't mention it, but PTGC is not going to have that success in the position they're in unless they write another asset that has a crazy performance like PDAI. If they don't run a high LP at a very low position to LP a low price like they did with PDAI, they're not going to have that parabolic run that they had with their X multipliers and how that works. It's not in the cards by design. It's not going to do it. All right. However, it'll do gains with Pulse, but you're not going to experience that on that level. But again, an inspired project, did well. But if the community decides to go back on the PDAI train and ride it again, and it does continue to go up and go crazy, sky's the limit. And look what happened. People that had gains early on with the Tropa, Maria, made out like a bandit again with Fed token. Insane. Did you hear the argument that PulseChain is undervalued because the market cap is 400 million, the reserves of ETH are 400 million? Basically, no other chain has the evaluation with those fundamentals. Yeah, I've been reading about stuff like that. What's the market cap of this on your screen? The market cap of Fed is 10 million. Right there, you can see. That's Fed token. And we bought into that the other day. I already traded it out. Remember, we bought this on the video I made the other day. Got the dip, sold it, bought some more, like Remember token. I don't know what I bought. But I talked about buying it to do a quick trade. Was successfully able to do that within like a 24-hour plus period. So that was a good move. I was happy about that. Anyways, and as we speak, world's greatest PDAI printer, supporting asset. You love your PDAI, you love your narrative. Take a look who's helping, who's got your back. OG, yeah. Hey, a lot of people are going to cross paths with this token and OG's ecosystem because of the fact that he supports. Thoughts on Ape Chain? Have you found any good yields on Sonic? Sonic has been very good to me as far as yield on SwapX. So check it out. I mean, notice the big nightly pumps in WGPP. Yeah, I saw it the other night. Sold into it on a trade too. Those numbers were with excluding OA address, so they would have to stay benevolent. I wonder who's been that big seller lately. There's been a lot of people talking about that. A whole lot of people. But anyways, guys, we're going on the 50-minute mark. Don't forget, sponsor of the channel. Go check it out. Go to DexFi.com/bonds. All right. Already $35,383 has been paid out in USDC over on Base Chain. You mint your NFT with Ethereum. You get exposure to the Treasury bonds investment plan. APR is paid out in USDC, which is 103.48% right now. Go ahead over there. Official sponsors of the channel for this week and the previous weeks before. Don't forget, right? Don't forget, pound those like buttons. Drop a comment. Shout out to the PDAI community. You keep on winning. You keep on winning, man. I mean, I got to admit it. Like, at times when RH was fighting me, I was like, God, F this. Like, you know, I'm on the do not get into this category, right? I kept teeter-tottering, like buying and selling and buying and selling. I couldn't help it, man. The damn founder of the ecosystem was fighting it. A lot of you guys stayed true to your word. Stayed true to what you believed in and bought the dip. So kudos to you, man. Talk about who's won the most in 2 years in all of PulseChain. PDAI. PDAI people. Can't hate. You can't hate, man. I mean, I'm happy for those people. There's a whole lot of struggling going on this chain. For somebody to actually win that much continuously, even up until now, damn. Damn. So don't forget to pound like button, drop a comment. Until next time, we'll do it again. Yeah, dog.
I wake up in the morning, telegram in hand, on to our community, the coolest in the land. Cheese cream drops a joke, got me laughing loud. Then I start to scroll down through the daily crowd. Who's the OG prince, lighting up the zone? Is it Dama Beast or Sav on the throne? Or maybe it's Friday, Flexmas is here. Time to throw some gains and flex without fear. I toss out some questions, looking for the signs. And sign fix is ready, dropping out for lines. I keep on reading, can't look away. Those spicy emojis make my whole day. Then someone yells exit, get off PulseChain, but I ride the waves through pleasure and pain. I live in a limbo of hope and despair, but we're all in this boat and I'm proud to be there. Yeah, I might end up wrecked, burned by the flame, but I'm with the best crew in this wild DeFi game. I might end up wrecked, burned by the flame, but I'm with the best crew in this wild DeFi game.